This was meant to be Zhao Lusi's powerful return to her screens, but a single controversial supporting actor has thrown it all into chaos. The new series Love's Ambition is now trending, but for all the wrong reasons, sparking a wave of backlash so strong, it's dragging the show stars down with it. The plot behind the scenes is even more dramatic than the plot on screen. Here's the full story. Love's Ambition presents a gripping tale of identity, control, and a difficult path back to self-worth. It follows Shuyan, played by Zhao Lusi, a woman who enters a marriage shrouded in deception, only to find the walls of her gilded cage closing in. Her husband, domineering yet complex, Meng, played by William Chen, suffocates her with his meticulous control, leading to a divorce that shatters her world. Hitting rock bottom, Shuyan is forced to pick up the pieces of her life, embarking on an arduous journey of self-discovery where she finds her true strength not in a man, but in her own career and the mending of fractured family bonds. In a bold move that defied the usual hype-driven playbook, Love's Ambition was released as a surprise drop, exploding onto screens without a single day of prior promotion. This high-stakes gamble occurred while its star, Zhao Lusi, was herself mired in public disputes with her agency. With many netizens poised for a spectacular failure, the drama faced an uphill battle. Yet, against all odds, its compelling writing, nuanced characters, and powerful performances proved irresistible. The show then just quietly debuted. It forcefully captured the audience's attention, soaring to surpass 106 million full platform views and cementing its status as a must-watch phenomenon. Evidently, viewers couldn't agree more with pouring good reviews. Zhao Lusi's layered performance brilliantly showcases the multifaceted nature of Shuyan, leaving everyone in awe. Zhao Lusi's exquisite acting brings Shuyan to life in Love's Ambition. Chinese drama truly can't do without Zhao Lusi. I'm serious, the drama is way better than I expected. Please maintain the standard, okay? But in a plot twist worthy of its own screenplay, this wave of acclaim was tragically short-lived. An unforeseen scandal erupted off-screen centering on Fan Shiqi, an actor who betrays the third male lead, Jiang Liang. His character, a wealthy playboy who falls for the female lead at first sight, suddenly became unbearable to watch for thousands. Over 50,000 outraged comments flooded Douban, not just criticizing but demanding the surgical removal of his scenes. The conversation escalated into a spontaneous digital petition, with viewers passionately advocating for an AI face replacement to recast his role with the actor Ran Zhulan. Related topics amassed a staggering 300 million reads, threatening to derail the very success the show had fought so hard to achieve. This is truly unexpected. The 33-year-old Fan Shiqi, like the late singer Meng, rose to fame through Superboy and successfully signed with EE Media. He later transitioned into acting, starring in or making appearances in productions such as the sci-fi idol drama A Different Kind of Pretty Man and the fantasy period drama Ice Fantasy. After the incident of Meng, Fan Shiqi was repeatedly swept into related rumors. A circulating video suggested that before Menglong's fall to death, he might have cried out, "Fan Shaohua, save me!" Fan Shaohua being Fan Shiqi's nickname. Additionally, Fan Shiqi was widely rumored to be involved in a 17-person gathering with Yu and was accused of participating in torturing Menglong, leading netizens to identify him as a murderer. Whispers suggest that before his tragic death, Menglong had obtained something explosive: concrete evidence of crimes committed by the legitimate child of a high-ranking government official in China. This damning proof was stored in a simple USB drive, a tiny device that became the center of a terrifying conspiracy. To protect himself, Menglong made a desperate, almost unthinkable choice. He swallowed the drive. What followed was a nightmare. He was allegedly taken and subjected to brutal torture and interrogation by a shadowy group determined to retrieve what he had hidden. Then a leak sent shockwaves across the internet. An audio recording surfaced, and in it, a voice, cold and urgent, can be heard demanding, "Spit it out, hurry up, he's knocked out, right?" To the horror of countless netizens, the voice was identified as belonging to none other than Fan Shiqi. This wasn't just speculation. Earlier, a professional institution in China had already conducted a voice print analysis, finding that the desperate pleas for help in the recording highly matched Menglong's own voice. Now, Fan Shiqi's alleged presence in that room painted him as a potential accomplice to unspeakable acts. The online sleuths were not satisfied. Driven by a demand for irrefutable proof, one netizen took the crucial step of submitting the recording to a renowned South Korean voice print comparison agency. The results was staggering, a 99.57% match with Fan Shiqi's voice. This near-certain confirmation was a bombshell. The netizens publicly shared the damning results, emphasizing that the analysis was a paid, independent service. The Korean agency had no knowledge of Chinese celebrities, making their neutral technical conclusion all the more credible. But the plot thickened further. Another netizen dug into their past, uncovering that Fan Shiqi and Yu Minglong were not mere acquaintances. They were business partners. In 2015, they had co-founded a company, with Fan holding a controlling 60% stake at Yu's 40%. This financial entanglement led to widespread speculation. Was this tragedy rooted in a bitter business fallout? Were conflicting interests the hidden catalyst for this alleged betrayal? Amid the firestorm of allegations, Fan Shiqi's studio broke its silence with a defiant response. They announced that Fan had personally gone to the police to file a report. Simultaneously, they declared that they had entrusted a law firm to gather evidence against the rumors and defamatory content, launching formal legal proceedings to defend the reputation. To counter the timeline of the allegations, the studio asserted that Fan had been entirely preoccupied with his concert preparation throughout September and was not even in the city where the incident occurred on the critical dates of September 10th and 11th, presenting his detailed schedule as an alibi. Yet the shadow on his characters only grew darker. A person claiming to be a former friend of Fan Shiqi came forward with a sordid tale of betrayal. He alleged that Fan had once sold compromising material about him to the media, all to secure a mere 10 extra minutes of stage time for himself. The friend, who said he had once viewed Fan as a brother, recounted a heartbreaking confrontation. When he demanded an explanation, Fan Shiqi's reported response was a chilling lesson in cynicism. "That's just how the entertainment industry is. You're too naive." This anecdote, whether true or not, solidified a narrative in the public eye. That of a man willing to sacrifice anyone on the altar of his own ambition. The storm of rumors proved catastrophic for Fan Shiqi. In a brutal twist of fate, the actor, who had yet to truly cement his name in the industry, found his reputation collapsing before he ever had a chance to reach stardom. The controversy swiftly bled from online gossip into his professional life. At that time, Fan was playing the role of Jiang Liang in the drama Love's Ambition, a character who shared significant screen time with the beloved top actress, Zhao Lusi. This proximity to a major star suddenly became a liability. A wave of intense online backlash erupted, with outraged fans of Yu Minglong leading the charge. On Weibo, their anger was palpable. "It makes my blood boil to see Fan Shiqi on screen." They wrote, "Don't give him a single click of attention." The calls for a blanket boycott grew louder, fueled by a sense of collective injustice. The disdain became so personal that he was mockingly branded with a cruel new nickname, the C-section doctor. The real-world consequences were both immediate and humiliating. All his carefully laid plans began to unravel, most notably his upcoming concert, a project into which he had poured his heart and soul. With just over 10 days until the event, the box office numbers told a devastating story. Despite tickets being priced at an accessible 247.1 yuan, a paltry 15 tickets had been sold. The silence of the empty venue echoed louder than any crowd, serving as a stark, tangible measure of his fallen standing. The dream had not just been postponed, it had been publicly cancelled. For Zhao Lusi, who has already endured a string of misfortunes this year, Love's Ambition was meant to be her glorious comeback. Ironically, its reception is now being threatened by the off-screen drama of a minor actor, Fan Shiqi. Her supporters are devastated, crying out that Lusi is truly innocent, yet true to her resilient nature, she will undoubtedly rise above his turmoil as well. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Chinese Star Buzz. If you have any additional thoughts to share, please do so in the comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for forthcoming updates, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.